Students, myself Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today in this video lecture, I will give you the introduction to the author Ismat Chughtai and her famous works. Her story, The Roots, is mentioned in the syllabus for the students of BA Part 3rd, Paper 2nd, Unit 1st. In today's lecture, I will discuss you some points about Ismat Chughtai. First is introduction to the author Ismat Chughtai. Second, her career. Third, her early life. Fourth, her later works. Fifth, her background. And sixth, her estimate. So students, now I will discuss the first topic, introduction to the author Ismat Chughtai. Ismat Chughtai was born at Badaयूं in Uttar Pradesh on 21st August 1915 and she died in Bombay, now Mumbai, on 24th October 1991. She grew up largely in Jodhpur, where her father was a civil servant. She was ninth of 10 children, 6 brothers and 4 sisters. Her elder sisters got married while Ismat Chughtai was very young. The better part of her childhood life was spent in the company of her brothers. This contributed greatly to the frankness in her nature and writing. Her elder brother Mirza Azim Beg Chughtai was already an established writer in Urdu when Ismat was still in her teens. He was her first teacher and mentor. In 1936, she attended the first meeting of the Progressive Writers Association in London. In Lucknow, she passed BA and then BT and thus became the first Indian Muslim woman to have earned both degrees. During this period, she started writing in secret. Ismat Chughtai knew about the issues and problems of women of her era and took keen interest in highlighting these through her short stories. She laments about the wretchedness and plight of women and of being uneducated. She wants to see women free from any male bondage and suppression. In the short story Jade, in English Roots, Ismat Chughtai tells a story about an old woman who is unable to understand the intricacies of partition. She doesn't want to leave her house for newly formed Pakistan. She loves her roots and doesn't want to get cut off from her roots. She is not ready to leave her land, her country, and her neighbors, and likens this leaving to death. She writes in this story कि Amma did not sleep the whole night thinking whether her sons and daughters and other relatives would be able to survive or get killed in the way. And after some time, her Hindu neighbor Roopchandji brings back her children from Loni railway station and Amma heaves a sigh of relief. Thus, a happy family is saved from this devastating partition which destroyed the lakhs of lives, dividing thousands of families. The story also depicts love between Hindus and Muslims not ready for partition. Next point is her career. While she was still in college, her first short story, Fasadi, the troublemaker, was published in Saki, a prestigious literary magazine. For 2 years, 1939 to 1941. She taught at the Raj Mahal Girls School in Jodhpur, and later in Bombay she became inspectress of school. She worked in Aligarh for some time, where she met Shahid Latif, who was studying in MA at that time. The two developed a close friendship, and later on they were married in 1941 and had two daughters. In collaboration with her husband Shahid Latif, she wrote 12 film scripts and made 5 films independently. She appeared in Shyam Benegal's 1978 film Junoon, for which she wrote the dialogues. She won the in 1975 Filmfare Award for Best Story Garam Hawa with Kafi Azmi. She won the 1974 Galib Award for Urdu drama. In the year 1975, the Government of India honored her with Padma Shri for her contribution to Urdu literature. Her early works. Her first story, Fasadi, the Troublemaker, was published in Saki, a famous literary magazine. In 1941, just 2 months before her marriage, her controversial short story Lihaf in Urdu, The Quilt, was published. This dealt with lesbianism and the needs of a woman in cloistered household. This story established her as a fierce writer and a feminist, but the then government charged her with obstinacy. She was later acquitted when her lawyer successfully argued that the story could not be a corrupting influence because the subject would only be understood by someone who has led a lesbian experience. In 1943, she completely took to writing as a career. The next topic is her background. Ismat Chugtai is one of those writers who replaced idealism in fiction with reality. She claims that whatever she writes is not the handiwork of imagination. It is what she herself has experienced or perceived. She comes from a middle class family and has observed watchfully the way of life of those families, especially the behavior of young ladies leading a sophisticating existence confined within the four walls of their homes, observing strict parda and suppressing their desire of leading a full and free life. These restrictions often cause abnormalities and psychological complexes, the vices like illicit relations, birth of illegitimate child, extramarital relations, filter into the society. Ismat was a precocious child. From the very beginning, she minutely observed all the social evils of her class. She tells us that she was curious to know as much as possible about the people around her. She would often hide herself in a corner, behind a curtain, under a quilt, beneath a coat, in order to listen to their revealing conversation or to see the unmentionable things. Her candid eye and memory preserved all this, and when she took to writing, she was able to paint all these lifelike pictures in her stories faithfully and in a style that was at once disturbing and fascinating. Next point is her later works. Through her short stories, novels, and political essays, Ishmat Chughtai's work stands for the birth of a revolutionary feminist politics and aesthetics in the 20th century Urdu literature. She explored feminine sexuality, middle class gentility, and other evolving conflicts in the modern Muslim world. She is rightly considered one of the most prolific writers of Urdu short stories. Her major short stories collection are Kaliyan, The Birds, Chonte, The Injuries, Ek Baat, A Point, and Do Haath, Two Hands. Her novels are Terhi Lakir, The Crooked Line, Jiddi, The Obstinate, एक कतराए खून, ए ड्रॉप ऑफ ब्लड, दिल की दुनिया, हार्ट्स वर्ल्ड, मासूम, द इनोसेंट, एंड द बहरूप नगर, द डिसेप्टिव टाउन. हर बायोग्राफी इज टाइटल्ड कागजी है, बहरान, पेपर थिन इन द अप्रैल. Last topic of today's video is her estimate. Ishmat Chugtai was an eminent Indian Urdu writer known for her indomitable spirit and a fierce feminist theology. She was considered the grand dame of Urdu fiction. She ranks with the first grade modern short story writers of Urdu, Sadad Hasan Manto, Krishna Chandra, and Ranjit Singh Bedi. Thus, she is one of the four pillars of modern Urdu short story. She is considered a path of breaker for women writers in the subcontinent. Her outspoken and controversial style of writing made her the passionate voice for the unheard. She has become an inspiration for the younger generation of writers and intellectuals. She is a legend of Urdu story and novels. She is such a great and eminent story writer that without a mention of her name, the history of Urdu fiction would remain incomplete. Her stories are so worthy of memory that the coming generation will not willingly let them die or throw into oblivion. Ismat Chugtai, in her short stories, has depicted the oppression and misery of middle-class Muslim women with artistic depth. She knows the language of these women, and her characters speak this language with fitness and ease and with much boldness. And here lies the distinctness and greatness of Ismat Chugtai. So students, in this video I have given you the full introduction of the author Ismat Chugtai. In the next video I will discuss the theme of the short story, The Roots. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.